You don't know me, but I know Jamie Willow, and I know what happened to her.
Who is this? How did you get my number?
Jamie's phone, her emergency contacts. You were at the top of the list, Riley Cooper.
What do you know about Jamie? Have you seen her? Is she okay? She's gone silent on us.
She's not okay. No one is okay after they see the needle, but I can help you find her.
The needle? What are you talking about?
Check the photos she sent. Look closely at the shadows. That's not a shadow. That's the needle.
This doesn't make sense. If you know where Jamie is, just tell me. Or tell the police.
The police know. Everyone in Giethoorn knows. But they won't help. They can't.
This is crazy. Are you saying Jamie was taken?
Not taken. Chosen. There's a difference.
I'm going to block this number if you don't start making sense.
I see you've booked a flight to Amsterdam. Arriving tomorrow, right?
How could you possibly know that?
I know many things. Do not tell your friends about me. Do not tell them about this conversation. I'll contact you when you arrive.
Why should I keep this secret? They're my friends. We're all trying to find Jamie.
Because I'm the only one who's ever survived the needle. And if you want the same chance for Jamie, you'll do as I say.
Yo, everyone. I don't know if you all got the same message I did, but just like, what the actual hell, am I right?
Was it a message from Jamie? Yeah, I got it too. Those photos?
I just opened it. What the hell am I looking at?
Coordinates point to Giethoorn, Netherlands. Small town about 75 miles northeast of Amsterdam.
I'm checking her cloud storage now. She gave me emergency access months ago.
She's my sister. I knew something was wrong when she stopped responding 3 days ago, but this is worse than I thought.
The photos are disturbing. What's that in the background? A shadow or something?
I don't think that's a shadow. Look at the third photo.
Whatever it is, Jamie's clearly in trouble if she had these photos set to scheduled send. We need to get to Giethoorn.
Yeah, no kidding. Found something that backs all this crap up too. A folder in her cloud storage called Unusual Deer Deaths.
Oh my goodness.
Is that deer pinned to the tree?
The metadata shows these were taken 3 weeks ago. Then there's a subfolder from last week.
Jesus, the neck punctures are horrible.
It looks completely drained of blood.
There are dozens of these photos, getting progressively worse.
I need to get to Giethoorn now. This is my sister we're talking about.
We all want to find her, Lily, but we need a plan.
I'm looking at flights. Earliest I can get there is tomorrow evening.
Same. I can fly out of LAX in the morning.
I can leave from Chicago tonight.
I'm already packing. Flight from Boston in 3 hours. I'll be there by tomorrow morning.
My flight leaves in 5 hours. I'll be there by midday tomorrow.
I've been researching the area. Giethoorn is known as the Venice of the Netherlands. Most transportation is by boat on canals, but there's a highway with a tunnel connecting to the mainland.
Anything about strange animal deaths?
Nothing official from what I can see, but I found some local forum posts. Mentions of forbidden night travel through the tunnel.
Probably just local superstition.
Well, I called the local police station. They said Jamie checked out of her hotel 3 days ago. The officer claimed she probably just left town. Didn't seem concerned at all.
That's bullcrap. Jamie would never send something like this as a joke, and she would never leave without telling me.
We need to coordinate once we arrive. I'm looking at accommodations. Should we all stay at the same place?
Actually, it might make more sense to spread out, cover more ground that way.
That's smart. We can set up at different points around town.
I'll book us places. 2 on the east side of the tunnel, 3 on the west side. That way, we can cover the whole area.
I don't care where I stay. I just want to find my sister.
We will, Lily. We're all going to help.
I found something else in her cloud, a voice memo from the day before she disappeared. It's corrupted, but I'll try to recover it. Also found her last text messages to someone named Vera, asking about local legends.
Can you share them?
I can copy and paste them here, sure. This line is especially concerning. Never travel through the tunnel after sunset.
What does that mean?
It's just superstition, but Jamie was clearly onto something real.
Those deer photos aren't superstition. Whatever did that is very real.
Should we contact local wildlife authorities? This could be some kind of predator.
Already tried. They said they've had no reports of unusual animal deaths.
Okay, everyone. I've booked our accommodations. Sending details now. Lily and Aiden, you're at the Canal View Inn. Mia, you're at the Lakeside Cottage. Riley, you're at the Forest Edge B&B. I'll be at the Tunnel Road Motel.
Which ones are on which side of the tunnel?
Tunnel Road Motel, Forest Edge, and Canal View are west of the tunnel. Lakeside Cottage is east.
Why does it matter?
Just want to know the layout. We should establish a search grid when we arrive.
Everyone download this offline map of Giethoorn. Cell service might be spotty in rural areas.
What's our plan for when we arrive?
Let's all check in at our accommodations first, then meet up to coordinate.
No, I'm starting the search as soon as I land. Every minute counts.
Lily's right. We should start immediately, but we need to be organized.
I propose we each take a section of town and document everything we find.
I'll bring my camera equipment. Can film anything suspicious.
I'll bring tech to analyze Jamie's devices if we find them.
I just want my sister back. I can't believe this is happening.
We'll find her, Lily. All of us together.
Everyone get some rest test on your flights. We'll need to be alert when we arrive.
One more thing from Jamie's cloud. She was posting on a cryptid forum about something she called the elongated one. Said she thought she discovered a new species.
A cryptid? Jamie's always been into wildlife photography, but never cryptids.
This doesn't sound like her at all. She's strictly scientific.
When did these posts start?
About 2 weeks after she arrived in Giethoorn. They get increasingly strange, almost obsessive toward the end.
Everyone keep your phones charged and stay in constant contact. No one goes anywhere alone.
We'll be alone until we all arrive. What if something happens before we can meet up?
Keep locations shared at all times and check in every hour.
My flight's boarding. I'll text when I land.
Safe travels, everyone, and stay alert.
See you all in Giethoorn.
So you've arrived.
Excuse me? How do you know I'm here?
That's not important. What's important is that you don't cross that tunnel after sunset. Not if you want to live.
Who the hell even are you? I'm not doing anything until you identify yourself.
As you wish. My name is Ezra Thorn. I've lived in the woods outside Giethoorn for 43 years, and I'm the only person who's ever survived the needle.
The needle? Is that what took Jamie?
Doesn't take people, not at first at least. It feeds on them, slowly, incrementally.
What exactly is it?
Something ancient, something that's been in these woods since before the town existed. These markings are over 300 years old, and this is what they depict.
That looks like a horse with a needle for a head.
The locals have always known. That's why they never cross the tunnel at night. The tunnel is its territory.
If this thing is real, why haven't I heard of it? Why isn't it documented?
Because those who see it rarely live to document it, and those who do become devoted to it, like your friend Jamie.
Devoted? What do you mean?
Look at this. These are my scars from 43 years ago. The needle feeds by puncturing, and as it feeds, it releases something into your bloodstream.
A toxin?
Worse, it changes how you think, makes you fascinated by it, makes you want to protect it, makes you love it.
Whoa, you're saying it's like mind control?
More like an addiction, a fascination that grows with each feeding until you willingly offer yourself for the final consumption.
And Jamie? You think this happened to her?
I know it did. I've been tracking the needle for decades. I recognized the signs when I saw her in town.
Why didn't you help her then?
I tried. She wouldn't listen. By then, she was already too far gone.
I need to tell my friends about this.
No! If you tell them, they'll panic. They'll make mistakes. The needle will take them all.
Then what do you suggest?
I can help you find your friend, but you must follow my instructions exactly.
How do I know I can trust you?
You don't, but I'm the only one who knows how to track it. The only one who knows its weaknesses.
Fine, tell me what to do.
First, stay away from the tunnel at night. Second, watch your friends. If any of them start showing unusual fascination with the forest or develop small puncture wounds, they're already being fed upon.
And then what?
Then you tell me immediately, and we separate them from the others.
I'll be watching, but I still don't fully trust you.
You don't have to trust me. You just have to survive.
Morning, everyone. Just checked into my cottage. Starting my search of the Canal District.
I'm at the hotel that Jamie was staying in. They let me into her room. Most of her stuff is still here, including her laptop.
I'm heading to the forest where those deer photos were taken, following the GPS coordinates from the metadata.
I'm in town talking to locals, or trying to. No one wants to talk to me.
I'm at the B&B, going to check out the east side of town. Everyone stay in contact. Check in every hour.
Will do. Man, this place really is stunning. So quiet and peaceful, though the inn owner just gave me the strangest look when I mentioned Jamie's name.
Same here. It's like they all know something, but no one's talking.
I've reached the forest edge, following the trail now. These woods are dense and weirdly silent. No birds.
Guys, I found Jamie's journal, and from what I've read, the entries from the first week are normal. She was excited about photographing the local deer population.
What about later entries?
They get strange. About 2 weeks in, she starts writing about a discovery, something with an elegant neck. She calls it the most fascinating creature.
That doesn't sound like Jamie. She's always so scientific in her descriptions.
It only goes downhill from there, I'm afraid. The last few entries are almost like she's in love with whatever she found. Listen to this. Its grace is beyond description. When it moves through the trees, it's like watching liquid shadow. I can't stop thinking about it. I need to see it again.
Well, that isn't very reassuring. Anything else?
There are medical notes. She was tracking some kind of injury, small puncture wounds on her neck and arms. She documented them spreading.
Yo, I just found something. These markings are all over the trees here, and there's more too. I keep seeing movement in the distance, like a shadow moving between the trees.
Probably just a deer.
Maybe, but it's tall, like really tall and thin.
Noah, be careful. Maybe you should come back to town.
No, I need to check something out. There's this area deeper in the woods. I feel like I need to go there.
Noah, that doesn't sound right. Return to the trail.
It's fine. I just want to take a quick look.
Holy Mother of God. I just had the weirdest encounter. A police officer just approached me out of nowhere. Officer van der Meer asked why I was asking questions about disappearances. But the thing is, I never mentioned disappearances to anyone.
That's creepy. What did you tell her?
That we're looking for someone, Jamie. She said we should leave town, that outsiders shouldn't interfere in local matters.
The innkeeper just told me something similar. Some things in Giethoorn are best left alone. What the hell does that mean?
Uh-oh. Guys, there's something else in Jamie's journal. A warning, never cross the tunnel after sunset. It's underlined 3 times.
I'm seeing more of those markings, and now I definitely saw something.
Noah, I really think you should head back. It's getting late.
Just a bit further. I think I see something.
Noah, come on, man. Remember what Lily just said about Jamie's warning?
I'm heading toward the tunnel now, going to check out that side of town.
Mr. Williams, this is Officer van der Meer again. I would like to repeat that I strongly advise you to avoid the tunnel area.
Wait, how did you get this number?
This is a small town, Mr. Williams. We know when outsiders arrive, and we know what they're looking for.
We're just trying to find our friend.
Your friend left Giethoorn. You should do the same before sunset.
Is that a threat?
It's a warning for your own safety.
The officer messaged again. Sounds like she's actively trying to stop us.
Everyone, let's maybe do some rethinking. This is getting a little bit culty.
Guys, I just found something incredible. You all need to see this. I'm sending coordinates. It's remarkable.
Noah, what did you find? Noah, are you there?
Noah?
Still no response. How long since his last message?
20 minutes now. Should we go look for him?
Those coordinates are deep in the forest, and it's already 5 p.m. Sun sets in about 2 hours.
Remember what Jamie wrote. Never cross the tunnel after sunset. Noah's on the other side of the tunnel from most of us.
This is bad. If we go looking for him now, we might not make it back before dark.
We can't just leave him out there. What if he's hurt?
We should contact local authorities.
The same authorities who told us to leave town, I don't trust them.
We need to make a decision. Either we look for Noah now, or we wait until morning.
I'm not waiting. That's my boyfriend out there. I'm going to those coordinates.
Mia, think about this. It'll be dark before you can get there and back.
And you'd have to cross the tunnel to get back.
I don't care about some stupid local superstition. Noah could be in danger.
Everyone stop and think. We need a plan, not just running blindly into the forest.
What if I go? I'm already on the same side of the tunnel as the forest. I could check the coordinates and get back before dark.
It's still risky. Those coordinates are at least a 40-minute hike in.
We're wasting time arguing. Noah is out there.
Let's all take a breath. We need to be smart about this. Noah's gone missing. He was in the forest and sent coordinates, then nothing.
Which part of the forest? Oh crap, that's in its central feeding grounds. The old clearing. He's definitely been taken then.
We need to find him, like right now. The others want to search tonight.
Absolutely not. Night is when it is most active. Night is when it finishes off its prey.
But if Noah is in danger...
Noah is already gone, especially if he's been silent for this long. The needle has him.
You keep saying the needle like I'm supposed to know what that means. What exactly is this thing?
It's ancient. It was here long before humans. The first documented encounter was in 1887, right back when the first tunnel was built.
What happens during an encounter?
It selects its victims carefully, usually outsiders, people with creative or scientific minds, people who might document its existence.
Like Jamie. She's a wildlife photographer.
Exactly. It craves documentation, but ensures it remains undiscovered, a paradox that has kept it hidden for centuries.
How?
By seducing those who would reveal it, making them devoted, turning them into protectors rather than exposers. Look at these.
These are from completely different time periods and cultures. You're saying they're all the same creature?
Or its kind. I believe there are more than one. A herd.
A herd of monsters? That's hard to believe.
Yet your friend Noah is missing. Your friend Jamie sent warnings. The locals won't speak of it. What more proof do you need?
If you know so much, why haven't you killed it?
I've tried for 43 years, but it can't be killed by conventional means. And those who know how to kill it won't share their secrets.
Who are those?
The town elders, the ones who made the pact.
What pact?
An agreement. The needle stays on its side of the tunnel and only feeds on those who cross after dark, or those who seek it out, like Jamie, like Noah.
That's why the police officer is trying to make us leave. They're protecting the secret.
They're protecting the town, protecting the pact for generations.
What do I tell my friends? They want to search for Noah tonight.
Tell them nothing of me, but convince them to wait until dawn and watch them closely. Any puncture marks, any unusual fascination, any defense of the forest or the tunnel, those are signs they've been chosen.
And if they have been?
Then they're already lost. Keep them away from the others, or everyone will be taken.
I got into Jamie's camera. Most of the night shots are corrupted, but I found one clear image. What the hell am I looking at?
That can't be real. It looks like a horse, but that surely can't be its head.
Where was this taken?
According to the metadata, It was just outside the tunnel. The date says it was 3 nights before Jamie disappeared that it was taken.
This matches something in her journal. She wrote about the graceful one, its neck extending like living shadow.
Has anyone heard from Noah yet?
Nothing. I'm getting really worried.
The sun's going to set in 90 minutes. If we're going to search, we need to decide now.
I've been translating some symbols from Jamie's journal. They match markings near the tunnel. They're old, really old, predating the town's establishment.
What do they mean?
My folklore studies are helping a bit. They appear to be related to blood rituals, something about feeding the ancient ones, and communion through blood.
This is getting crazy. I don't care about ancient symbols right now. Noah is missing. Jamie is missing. We need to find them.
Mia, I understand, but charging into the forest at night might not be the best plan.
Then what is? Sit in our rooms while something happens to them?
Mia,
Noah, where are you? Are you okay?
I'm more than okay. I've seen something absolutely incredible. Something beautiful.
What are you talking about? Where are you?
In the forest. But you wouldn't believe me if I told you. They're not what people think. They're light beings. Misunderstood.
They? Who's they? Noah, you're scaring me.
The needles. That's what the locals call them. But they're magnificent.
Noah, this doesn't sound like you. Tell me where you are. I'll come get you.
No need to get me. I'm exactly where I should be. Look. See? We're communing.
Has that thing been stabbing you?
Not stabbing. Communing. Connecting. It's wondrous. You should join us. All of you.
Noah, listen to me. You're not thinking clearly. Tell me where you are. I'm coming to get you.
I can't do that. They wouldn't like it. But maybe soon, when you're ready to understand, I'll introduce you.
Noah, please. This isn't you.
It is me. More me than I've ever been. I have to go now. They're calling me. Don't worry. We'll see each other soon.
Guys, we got a problem.
Oh my goodness.
That thing has stabbed him.
Yep, and he's texting completely differently, just like Jamie in her later entries.
Did he tell you where he is?
No, just that he's in the forest with the needles. He said they're communing.
Damn it.
So he's been affected, just like Jamie was.
We need to think rationally. Noah is clearly not himself, and whatever's happening is connected to these needles.
I don't care what's happening. I'm going to find him. Now.
Mia, wait. We need a plan. If we all rush in, we might all end up like Noah.
Riley's right. We need to be smart about this.
I have an idea. Mia and I are on opposite sides of the forest. We could search from both ends. All the while, Aiden can continue analyzing Jamie's data, and Riley coordinates from the B&B.
I'm with Lily. I can't just sit here.
It'll be dark soon. Remember Jamie's warning.
I don't give a damn about warnings anymore. That's my boyfriend, and he's clearly in trouble.
If you're going, at least take precautions. Full location sharing. Check in every 10 minutes. And at the first sign of trouble, turn back.
I still think this is a bad idea. But if you're determined, Lily and Mia, then stay in constant contact. And be aware of each other's positions.
I'm packing a bag now. Flashlight, first aid kit, power bank.
Same. I'll head west from my position. Mia can head east from hers. We'll cover the area Noah's coordinates were in.
I'll keep working on the data. There might be clues in Jamie's files, something to help us understand what we're dealing with.
Be careful, both of you.
I'm leaving now. We'll check in every 10 minutes.
Attention, Aiden. This is a formal warning. We have detected you and your friends' plans to enter the forest at night. This is strictly forbidden.
How are you monitoring our communications?
This is a small town, Mr. Williams. We have ways of protecting ourselves and those who respect our rules.
You can't stop us from finding our friends.
I cannot physically stop you, but I can warn you of the consequences. The forest beyond the tunnel is not safe after dark. Those who enter rarely return unchanged.
What does that mean? What's in that forest?
Something that has been here longer than the town. Something we have learned to live with by respecting boundaries.
2 of my friends are out there, though.
Your friends made their choices. The photographer sought what should not be sought. The man in the woods answered a call he should have ignored.
You know about Noah, too.
We know when the needle selects. We see the signs. Tell your other friends, the ones preparing to search. They are making a grave mistake.
Why are you telling me this? Why not just help us?
Because the pact requires warning. What happens after the warning is your choice. But know this, the town will not help you after dark. No one will come if you scream. This is the way it has always been. And this is the way it must remain.
Your friends have gone into the forest, haven't they?
How did you know?
I can see them from my cabin. Flashlights moving through the trees from the north and the south. They shouldn't be there after dark.
Mia refused to wait. Her boyfriend is out there, and Lily went from the other direction.
Then they're already in danger. The needle becomes a true killer at night, and they're trespassing in its territory.
What exactly does it do to people? You said it doesn't just kill them.
No, that would be too simple, too merciful.
Then what?
It forms a relationship, a parasitic one. But the host doesn't see it that way.
What do you mean?
The needle feeds incrementally, taking small amounts of blood and tissue over time. With each feeding, it releases chemicals that induce euphoria and devotion.
Like Stockholm Syndrome?
Worse, the victim becomes protective of the needle, even as it's slowly killing them. That's why your friend Noah is defending it. He's already been fed upon.
How do we break this connection?
It's nearly impossible. Once the bond is formed, the victim will do anything to protect the needle, even sacrifice others.
Others? Like us?
Especially those close to them. The needle uses that connection to find new hosts.
So Noah might try to...
Lead others to it. Yes, that's exactly what he'll do.
I need to warn my friends.
They won't believe you, not without proof.
What about Jamie? Can she still be saved?
If she's still alive, she's in the final stage, complete consumption, when the needle no longer needs to keep her alive.
That's horrifying.
Now you understand why the tunnel is forbidden after dark, why the town keeps it secret.
But we can't just let it keep taking people.
I've been trying to stop it for decades, but I need help. Your friends are in danger, but they might also be our best chance.
What do you mean?
I have a plan, but first, we need to find out how far gone Noah is, and if Jamie can still be saved.
I'm in the forest now. It's so dark. The trees are much denser than they looked during the day.
I'm approaching from the west. My GPS isn't working properly. The signal keeps jumping around.
Same here. I'm navigating by compass toward Noah's coordinates.
I'm still analyzing Jamie's data. Found something interesting. Audio files recorded near the tunnel entrance. Jamie labeled it needle communication. There are notes about it too. Clicking intensifies when blood is present. Pattern suggests intelligence rather than animal instinct.
Anything else?
Her research notes mention the deer. Apparently, they've been migrating away from Giethoorn in unprecedented numbers, like they're fleeing something.
Guys, I'm about halfway to Noah's coordinates. The forest is dead silent. No sounds at all. Not even insects.
Same on my end. Wait, I think I just saw something move.
Lily, be careful. What did it look like?
Tall. At first I thought it was a tree, but then it shifted, just for a second. Am I gonna die?
Mia, I can feel you in the forest. You juicy cow. Moo, moo, moo. It's gonna eat you.
Noah, you've actually snapped, haven't you? Well, I don't care. I'm still coming to find you.
You're getting closer. I can sense it. They can sense it too.
Noah, stop it. Just tell me where you are.
I'm with them, learning, growing. Look. Stunning, isn't it?
Oh my goodness, Noah. That looks infected. You need medical help?
No, I need them. They need me. We're becoming one.
This isn't right. Something is controlling you.
Nothing is controlling me. I've never been more free. The communion opens the mind. You'll understand when you join us. Jamie understood.
You've seen Jamie? Is she alive?
Jamie is transcending, like I will soon, like all of us will.
Noah, I'll literally kill you myself if you keep this crap going. Just tell me where you are, for God's sake.
Oh, you'll find us when you're ready and when they're ready for you.
Noah just messaged me. He's completely delusional, but he mentioned Jamie, said she's transcending or whatever that means. Oh, and his arm is getting worse.
Those puncture marks? They're all over his arm.
Just like Jamie described in her journal, both the marks and the euphoria.
This is beyond messed up. Something is physically feeding on him.
I just found something. His stuff is here, but he's not. There's blood. Not a lot, but droplets leading away from his gear.
Which direction?
Toward the tunnel. Should I follow?
I don't think that's a good idea. Noah is clearly not himself. He's obviously leading you into danger.
Guys, someone is messaging me. Someone local. A woman named Vera Clausen.
Lily Willow, you need to leave the forest, now.
Sorry, what? Who are you? How did you get my number?
I'm the innkeeper at Canal View. Your sister Jamie stayed with me before she went looking for the needle.
You know about the needle?
Everyone in town knows. We just don't speak of it, but I'm breaking our code of silence. To warn you.
Warn me about what?
The needle is more active now. It senses documentation, cameras, journals, electronic devices. It's drawn to those who would record its existence.
Why?
It feeds on curiosity, on the desire to discover. That's why it took your sister. That's why it's taking your friend.
How do you know all this?
I've lived in Giethoorn all my life. My family has been here for generations. We've learned to live with it by respecting the boundaries.
The tunnel.
Yes, never cross after dark. Never seek what doesn't wish to be found.
But my sister...
Your sister ignored our warnings. She went looking, and it found her.
Is she still alive?
I don't know. Some last for weeks, before the final feeding.
Final feeding?
When the needle takes everything, not just blood, but bone and flesh and soul.
No way.
Yup, and you're in its hunting grounds. Turn back while you still can.
The innkeeper just told me about the needle. She told us to leave immediately before it kills us too.
This confirms everything. The town knows. They've always known.
I don't care about town secrets. I need to find Noah. I'm following the blood trail.
Mia, wait. Don't be stupid.
Guys, something's happening with Jamie's laptop. It's not connected to the internet, but someone or something is accessing the files. Like, right now, I can see it happening on the screen.
What? How is that possible?
No clue, but all the photos of the needle, they're being corrupted, one by one, like something is erasing its image.
Can you stop it?
I'm trying, but whatever it is, it's bypassing everything. Wait, there's a message appearing, over and over.
The pact. That's what the police officer mentioned.
And Vera too. But what pact?
I don't know, but all Jamie's research is being systematically destroyed. Someone's trying to cover this up. I've recovered some texts from Jamie's phone. I think we need to see how this all started. These are from 3 weeks ago. Jamie to Dr. Reynolds 3 weeks ago. Found something unusual in the forest today. Multiple deer carcasses with identical puncture wounds. Not consistent with any known predator. Collecting samples for analysis. Dr. Reynolds to Jamie 3 weeks ago. Interesting find. Could be a new hunting technique from a local predator or even poachers. Keep documenting, but be careful. Jamie to Dr. Reynolds 2 weeks ago. The punctures are precise. 2 marks exactly 7.3 centimeters apart. Too consistent for an animal attack. I'm setting up night vision cameras near the tunnel where most carcasses have been found.
So she was investigating scientifically at first.
Yes, but look how it changes. Jamie to Cryptid Forum 2 weeks ago captured something on camera that defies explanation. Extremely tall, thin figure that looks like a horse with a needle for a head, moving unnaturally fast. Anyone seen anything similar? Jamie to Cryptid Forum 12 days ago. It returned last night. Managed better footage. Not a deer predator. Seems to be studying them first. Selecting specific animals. Intelligence evident in its movements. Will continue observation. And then this. To Dr. Reynolds 10 days ago. Have to cancel our meeting. Making progress with the entity. It seems aware of me now. Incredible discovery. Will send full documentation when I understand more.
This is exactly what's happening to Noah. Starting scientific, then becoming obsessed.
It gets worse. Jamie's notes 8 days ago. After observation, entity approached me tonight. Felt no fear, only fascination. It touched me. A sensation like cool water. Slight puncture on left arm but painless. Feel incredibly lightheaded in the best possible way. The communion has begun. Jamie's notes 6 days ago. Meeting the magnificent entity nightly now at the tunnel. It allows me to photograph the process. No one will believe what I've discovered. The lightness after each communion is beautiful. I understand it now. It's not feeding, it's connecting. Final entry 4 days ago. Tonight I will complete my documentation. The entity has shown me its true form. Not a predator, but an undiscovered species with incredible properties. The tunnel chamber is where it dwells. I'm going in to capture everything. This will change science forever.
Oh my goodness. She walked right into it.
Just like Noah is doing. I think I understand now. Jamie wasn't just a victim. She was documenting the whole process while it was happening to her.
There's one more thing. A scheduled text that never sent. To Dr. Reynolds: If you're reading this, I've gone into the tunnel chamber for final documentation. The entity has shown me there are more of its kind, a herd of the magnificent creatures living beneath Giethoorn for centuries. I've been chosen to document them. If I don't return, the footage will explain everything.
Guys, I just found Noah. He's alive but barely responsive.
Those marks all over his body now.
This is happening too fast. Jamie's transformation took weeks. Noah's just been gone since this morning.
His skin is cold, and he keeps mumbling about the herd and the chamber.
Don't move him. We need to figure out what we're dealing with first.
I'm not leaving him here.
Mia, listen to me. If this thing spreads through contact, you could be infected too.
I don't care. This is Noah we're talking about.
Guys, I think I understand what Jamie was doing. I need to follow her path to find the truth.
Lily, don't do anything rash. We need to stay sane, okay?
I have to follow my sister. I'll be okay. Besides, I think I've figured it out.
Figured what out? Lily? Lily?
She's gone offline. Location sharing stopped too.
What the hell is happening to us?
We have a serious problem. One friend found unconscious by the tunnel, and Lily has gone completely silent.
So it's begun. The herd is collecting.
Collecting? What do you mean?
The needles preserve their victims for days or weeks, feeding incrementally and using them to draw others in.
So Jamie could still be alive?
Yes, if she was taken recently, she would be kept in the chamber.
What chamber?
Beneath the tunnel, their dwelling place, where they keep their living pantry.
That's horrible.
The girl you found by the tunnel, is she still responsive?
You mean Noah? He's a guy. And yes, barely. Exactly, mumbling about the herd.
He's in transition then. Soon he'll fully serve the herd, leading others to them.
Like Lily.
Exactly. The sister would be particularly vulnerable. Blood connections make the process faster.
How do we stop this?
We need to find the chamber. That's where they'll be keeping Jamie, and where they'll take the sister.
And then what?
I have a plan, but first we need to reach the chamber.
How?
The maintenance tunnels. There's a network beneath the main passage, used by workers but unknown to outsiders.
How do you know about them?
I've been hunting the needle for 43 years. I know every inch of its territory. Have your computer friend check the tunnel maintenance records. Look for temperature anomalies.
Why temperature?
The needle's presence alters it. Cold spots. That's how I originally tracked them.
Aiden, can you access tunnel maintenance records? Look for temperature anomalies or cold spots.
On it. Let me see what I can find. There must be a maintenance system.
Noah's getting worse, guys. He's awake now, but barely making sense. Keeps saying they're waiting, and the chamber calls.
Mia, be careful around him. He might try to take you somewhere.
Take me where?
To the needles.
That's ridiculous. Noah wouldn't do that.
Noah isn't himself anymore. Those puncture marks prove that. Whatever's happening, it's changing him.
Guys, I just got into the tunnel maintenance system through an employee account, Lotte van den Berg, and there's definitely something kinda mad. See this area? It's not on any public maps. A maintenance shaft leading to an unmarked chamber.
What's it for?
Nothing official. But listen to this. I've found some temperature readings from that chamber. They are consistently 10 to 15 degrees colder than the rest of the tunnel. And according to this, it's been like that for the last 40 plus years.
That has to be it. Where the needles live, where they're keeping Jamie.
And probably where Lily is headed, if she's following Jamie's path.
Noah just grabbed my phone. Tried to see what we were talking about. I got it back, but he's agitated now. Says they know you're looking. What the hell does that mean?
It means we're right. We've found their lair.
Hold up, I just got an alert on my phone. What? The police have put out a statement about us. They're calling us dangerous cultists.
That has to be that bastard of a police officer, Officer van der Meer. She's turning the town against us.
Mr. Williams, this is your final warning. Your group has been designated a danger to public safety. All town services and assistance are now withdrawn.
What are you talking about? We haven't done anything wrong.
You've ignored multiple warnings, trespassed in restricted areas, and interfered with town business.
You're talking about the needles. You're protecting them.
I'm protecting Giethoorn, as my family has for generations. The pact ensures our survival.
By sacrificing outsiders.
By maintaining balance, those who seek the needle are those it takes. Your friends sought it out.
That's bullcrap. Jamie was researching deer deaths. Noah was looking for Jamie.
And now you seek them both. The cycle continues. Know this. No emergency calls from your numbers will be answered. No locals will assist you. You are on your own now. May your curiosity be worth the price.
Guys, I'm going with Noah into the tunnel.
Mia, that's a terrible idea.
Don't. That's exactly what they want.
He says Jamie is in there. I need to document what's happening. I'm a filmmaker. This is what I do.
Mia, he's manipulating you. That's what the needle does.
I'll be careful. I'll keep my distance. He's already heading in. I have to follow now or lose him.
Mia, please don't do this.
I'll stay in contact, and I'll get evidence of what's happening. For Jamie. For all of us.
I've left something for you, behind the eastern tunnel entrance, in a waterproof case.
What is it?
Protection, a hunting rifle with special ammunition.
You want me to shoot these things?
Normal bullets won't work, but these are packed with a special compound, salt-based, ancient recipe. It won't kill them, but it will temporarily incapacitate them.
I've never fired a gun.
It's simple. Point and pull the trigger. I've already loaded it for you.
Where are you? Why aren't you helping directly?
I can't approach the tunnel. They know me. They've been hunting me for decades, but you're new. You can get closer.
So I'm supposed to put myself in danger?
You're already in danger. Your friends are in danger. This at least gives you a fighting chance.
Fine, I'll get the rifle.
Position yourself at the tunnel entrance, town side, and wait.
For what?
For your friends to emerge, or for the needles to show themselves.
And then what?
Then we execute the plan. But first, we need to see how many we're dealing with.
I've reached the woods on the far side of the tunnel. Using Lotte's access codes to enter the maintenance shaft from this end.
Be careful. I'm heading to the townside tunnel entrance. Ezra left me some high protection.
What kind of protection?
A rifle. With special ammunition. Supposedly works against the needles.
You trust this Ezra guy?
Not entirely, but right now we don't have many options.
Fair point. I've found the maintenance access panel. Going in now?
Stay in contact. And if you see Mia or Lily, try to get them out.
I will. Wish me luck.
Good luck.
We're inside the tunnel now. It's freezing in here, and there are shadows moving everywhere.
Mia, get out of there, right now.
I can't leave Noah, and I'm seeing something on the walls, shadows, but they're moving independently of anything else. Like there is something in here with us.
Those are the needles, you silly cow. Get out.
No, this is incredible. I need to document this. Noah says we're getting closer to the chamber.
Mia, please, turn around now.
Going deeper.
Mia!
I found her. I found Jamie.
Lily, where are you? Are you okay?
I'm with my sister. She's beautiful now.
Oh my goodness. Lily, that looks horrible. She's restrained. Is she even alive?
Not restrained. Transcended. Connected. To the forest. To them.
Lily, listen to me. Whatever you're seeing isn't real. It's affecting your mind.
You don't understand. None of you understand. Jamie was right all along. This isn't torture. It's communion.
Lily, where are you exactly?
By the ancient tree, where the first one came through, centuries ago. They're showing me everything now. Their history. Their purpose.
Lily, what you're experiencing isn't real. It's how they control their victims.
I'm not a victim. I'm a witness. And soon, I'll be one with them, like Jamie.
I'm in the maintenance shaft. It's dark as heck, using night vision on my phone to navigate. And guys, it's not looking great so far. These are personal belongings, decades worth, all scattered across the floor.
Trophies from victims.
Some of these look really old, like from the 70s or 80s, but others are recent. I think I found Jamie's camera bag and her jacket.
This has been going on for generations, and the town has been covering it up.
I'm moving deeper, toward the main chamber. There's a service door that should connect to the main tunnel. I can hear something, a clicking sound, like what was on Jamie's audio files.
Be extremely careful. I'm at the tunnel entrance now, with the rifle, but I don't see anything yet.
I've reached the door, opening it slightly to look through. Holy crap, they're not just one creature. There are multiple of them, at least 5 or 6, different sizes, moving differently, like a herd.
Get out of there, Aiden.
I see Mia. She's with Noah. They're further down the tunnel, moving toward the chamber. The needles are following them, or herding them.
Can you reach them?
Not without crossing the main tunnel, and the needles are everywhere. Wait, one just stopped. It's turning. I think it senses me. Oh crap, I need to close the door.
Aiden? Aiden?
Riley, it's time I told you the truth.
What truth?
About why I'm helping you. About what I really want.
What are you talking about?
The needles aren't the only ancient entities in these woods. There's another, older, more powerful.
Another monster?
Not a monster, a god. The god of roadkill.
What the hell are you talking about?
Roads are sacred places, places of passage and sacrifice. For centuries, this entity has fed on those who die on the roads. The tunnel violated its territory, brought the needles to its domain.
So there are 2 murderous entities?
The god of roadkill doesn't murder. It consumes what is already dead, but it hates the needles. They are rivals, territorial enemies.
And what does this have to do with us?
I serve the god of roadkill, have for 43 years, since it saved me from the needles.
Saved you?
Yes, and in return, I provide it with sacrifices and help it fight its enemies.
So you've been using us this whole time?
I orchestrated nothing. Your friend Jamie came here on her own. The needles took her, but now I have a chance to destroy them with your help.
By using us as bait?
By creating a confrontation between 2 ancient forces, using the only thing that will draw them both out. Human curiosity, human documentation.
You sick bastard. You used Jamie. You used all of us.
No, I'm giving you a chance to save your friends, to stop the needles forever.
How?
The god of roadkill can destroy them, but only if they're all drawn out, all exposed. Your friends have done that. Now we just need to complete the ritual.
What ritual?
A final sacrifice, to summon the god of roadkill to the tunnel, where it can destroy the herd once and for all.
I'm not sacrificing anyone.
Then your friends will all die anyway. 1 sacrifice or 5, your choice.
I'm moving deeper into the chamber network. Have to be silent. The clicking sounds are everywhere, but I think I've found something. Oh god.
What is that? Are those people?
I think they're previous victims. They're all suspended in these cocoon things, and they look preserved. Some look recent. Others look like they've been here for years. Wait. I see Jamie. She's alive. I can see her breathing.
What? But that doesn't make sense. Lily said she found Jamie tied to a tree.
That must not have been Jamie then. Or Lily is seeing something that isn't there. But this is definitely Jamie. I recognize her from the photos. Her body is covered in puncture marks. But she's alive. I think they all are.
Council meeting called. The outsiders have discovered the chamber.
This hasn't happened in 20 years, not since the tunnel was built.
The pact is in jeopardy. The needles will be agitated.
We must maintain the balance, as our ancestors did. did. What do you propose, officer?
The traditional solution: sacrifice the outsiders. All of them.
The old ways are most reliable. 5 souls to feed the herd. That should maintain peace for another decade.
But there's something else. The huntsman is back, Ezra Thorn.
He serves the other one, the road entity.
Then this is worse than we thought. If both entities clash, the town will suffer. We must act quickly before dawn. Proceed with the plan, officer. Sacrifice the outsiders. Maintain the pact. Protect Giethoorn as we have for centuries.
It will be done.
Is this Mia Rodriguez?
Who is this?
My name is Sophia Backer. I work at the Canal Cafe. I'm risking everything by contacting you.
What's that picture?
Evidence of what's happening here. Giethoorn has a secret, a pact, with the creatures in the tunnel.
The needles?
Yes, we call them the Nalden. For centuries, they protected our town from something worse.
Something worse?
The Wegdude, the entity that harvests souls from roadways. The god of roadkill, as outsiders call it. It causes accidents, fatal crashes, draws people to death on the roads.
And how did the needles protect you?
By maintaining territory, the Nalden kept the Wegdude away, in exchange for occasional sacrifices.
I can't be reading that right. Sacrifices?
Not from the town. Outsiders. Those who wandered into the forest, or stayed too long. Always those who wouldn't be missed.
That's horrible.
It was the arrangement, for generations. But then...
Then what?
The tunnel was built. 20 years ago, it disrupted everything. Crossed boundaries that shouldn't have been crossed. The Nalden became more hungry. The sacrifices more frequent.
Why are you telling me this?
Because I can't be part of it anymore. The council has voted to sacrifice all of you. To appease the Nalden and maintain the pact.
Oh lord. So the entire town is in on this?
Most know not to ask questions, but the elders maintain the pact, and Officer Vandermeer enforces it.
I need to warn my friends.
Be careful. If they know I helped you, I'll be next.
Thank you, Sophia. I won't forget this.
Mr. Williams, I've completed my analysis of the symbols you sent.
And what are they?
Pre-Germanic, at least 2,000 years old, but showing linguistic patterns I've never seen.
Can you translate them?
Partially. They describe entities that exist between dimensions, beings that feed on blood, but also on documentation of their existence.
Documentation?
Yes, they crave being recorded, photographed, written about, but simultaneously corrupt such records.
That's why Jamie's images became corrupted, and why Noah and Jamie felt compelled to photograph them.
Exactly. According to these symbols, the creatures feed on 2 things: the physical substance of their victims and the act of being documented. It's like a dual sustenance.
Is there anything about how to stop them?
One passage mentions the enemy of the long ones, something about wheels and blood on the path. It seems to reference another entity, one that exists in opposition to these creatures.
The god of roadkill?
I beg your pardon?
Nothing. Thank you, Professor. This helps a lot.
Mr. Williams, be careful. These symbols contain warnings about crossing boundaries, about witnessing what should remain unseen.
I think it's too late for that warning.
Lily Willow, can you still hear me?
I hear everything now. The forest speaks. The herd speaks.
You're being influenced. The communion has begun, but you can still break free.
Why would I want to? This is beautiful. I understand now. Why Jamie stayed. Why they all stayed.
Listen to me, child. I've lived in Giethoorn all my life. I've seen what happens to those who commune with the needle.
You fear what you don't understand.
I understand too well. Our town has maintained the pact for centuries, since before the canals were dug.
Tell me about the pact. They're showing me images, but I want to hear your version.
When Giethoorn was isolated by water, cut off from the world, the needles protected us from something worse, something that stalked the few roads we had.
The god of roadkill.
You know of it.
The herd fears it. They show me images of destruction, of being hunted.
The 2 entities have been at war for millennia. Our ancestors made a deal with the needles, protection in exchange for the occasional sacrifice. It worked for centuries, until the tunnel was built, 20 years ago.
The tunnel crossed boundaries.
Yes, ancient territorial lines. The needles became more hungry, more aggressive, and the road god began testing our borders.
And now?
Now they both want the same thing. Control of the tunnel, control of passage, and they're using all of you to fight their war.
Finally finished analyzing those puncture patterns you sent.
And
Well, it's certainly new to me. These aren't random, they form a network.
what kind of network?
Similar to fungal rhizomes, or a nervous system. Each puncture connects to others, creating a parasitic network throughout the body.
For what purpose?
2 possibilities: nutrient extraction and neural interface.
Neural interface?
These patterns suggest connection to the victim's nervous system, potentially allowing access to sensory input, or even thoughts.
Mind control?
I wouldn't go that far scientifically, but consciousness alteration is certainly possible. The patterns Rhizomes are similar to certain parasitic organisms that modify host behavior to serve the parasite.
That explains why Noah and Lily are acting so strange.
If these punctures contain some form of chemical or biological agent, it could certainly affect cognition and emotion, creating feelings of euphoria or devotion.
Is there a way to reverse it?
Theoretically, if we could identify the agent and develop an antagonist, but that would require samples and laboratory analysis.
Which we don't have.
Unfortunately, no. In the meantime, anyone exhibiting these puncture patterns should be considered compromised and potentially dangerous.
Understood.
Is this Riley Cooper?
Who is this?
My name is Willem Thorne. Ezra Thorne is my father.
Your father? How did you get my number?
My father keeps records of those he plans to use in his rituals.
Rituals?
He's contacted you, hasn't he? Told you about the god of roadkill, about fighting the needles.
Yes.
It's all true, but not for the reasons he claims.
What do you mean?
My father doesn't just serve the Weg dude. He wants to become its vessel, its human form.
How?
Through a ritual, using the blood of those touched by the needle. He's been planning this for decades, since he survived his own encounter.
So he's using us?
All of you. Your friend Jamie was perfect, a documentarian, someone who would draw attention, someone the needles would want.
He knew about Jamie before we came?
He's been watching, waiting for the right person to create the perfect confluence.
Confluence of what?
The needle herd, the god of roadkill, and humans to document it all, to make it real, to give it power.
What happens if he succeeds?
The Weg dude will consume the needle herd, and my father will consume the Weg dude, becoming something new, something terrible.
How do I stop him?
You can't stop the entities. They've existed for millennia, but you can deny him the confluence. Get your friends out, before it's too late.
Why are you telling me this? Why betray your own father?
Because I've seen what he becomes when the Weg dude speaks through him. He's not my father anymore, just a shell, waiting to be filled.
Oh no, I've been tracking everyone's locations, and we really have messed up here. All 5 of our positions, we're arranged in a perfect pentagon, with the tunnel at the center.
That can't be a coincidence.
It's not. I found this in Jamie's recovered files. It's a ritual configuration for something called the Summoning of the Roadkeeper.
The god of roadkill? Ezra has positioned us. Every single one of us. We've been manipulated this whole time.
Explains why he was so insistent on us spreading out and staying split up. We're not just looking for Jamie, we're part of a ritual.
I just got a message from Ezra's son. Ezra isn't just serving this road god. He wants to become its human vessel.
Oh great, so we're helping some psycho become a god. This just keeps getting better.
We need to disrupt the pattern. Get everyone to move. Break the pentagon.
I've been trying to reach Mia and Lily, but they're not responding, and I'm trapped in this maintenance shaft. The needles are everywhere.
I'm going to try reaching them again. Mia, can you hear me? You need to get out of the tunnel now.
Riley, you wouldn't believe what I'm seeing. There are so many of them just like this, all different sizes rushing through the over end of the tunnel. The small ones look like fingers. The large ones are taller than the tunnel.
Mia, listen to me. We've been set up. All of us. You need to turn around and get out.
Noah says we're close to Jamie. We're going to rescue her.
Noah is not himself. He's under their influence. And we've already found Jamie.
He knows what he's doing. We both do. I'm documenting everything for the world to know.
Mia, that's what Ezra wants. He's using our documentation to fuel some kind of ritual.
I don't care about Ezra. This is bigger than him. This is the discovery of the century. I can feel it.
That's them affecting your mind. The punctures release chemicals that create feelings of euphoria and obsession.
I don't have any punctures. I'm being careful, but I need to keep filming.
Mia, we're set up in a ritual pattern, a pentagon. You need to disrupt it by leaving the tunnel.
The needles are acting strange suddenly. They're agitated, moving faster. Noah says they sense something coming.
It's the other entity, the god of roadkill. Ezra is summoning it, using us.
The tunnel is shaking. There are tremors. The needles are gathering. Noah says they're preparing for conflict.
Mia, please, get out of there.
I can't. I need to document this. For Jamie. For everyone.
Lily, are you there?
I'm with her, watching over her as they feed.
Lily, you need to move. You're part of a ritual pattern, a pentagon.
Oh, I know. They showed me. The pattern is sacred.
Lily, those marks. It means you've been bitten.
Number, it means that they're connecting me to the greater consciousness, to Jamie, to the forest.
Lily, the person you think is Jamie, it's not her. The real Jamie is in the tunnel chamber.
You don't understand. Jamie is everywhere now. Part of her is here. Part of her is there. She's becoming one with them, as I am.
Lily, please, move away from that position. Break the pentagon.
I can't. I'm the guardian now. I must document. I must witness. When they come...
When who comes?
The enemy. The road thing. The devourer. It's coming. And I must bear witness.
Dr. Reynolds, this is Riley Cooper, Jamie Willow's friend.
Miss Cooper, I've been trying to reach Jamie for days.
She's been taken by something in Giethoorn, something she was documenting.
Taken? By what?
You're going to think I'm crazy, but entities. Ancient predatory entities. One in the forest, one on the roads.
Ms. Cooper, I understand your concern, but this sounds rather...
I'm sending you Jamie's research. All of it. Images, audio, notes, and our current situation.
My God.
You believe me now?
I most certainly do.
We need help. We're trapped in Giethoorn. The locals are hostile, and we're being used in some ritual.
Where are you exactly?
At the eastern tunnel entrance, but the town has blockaded both ends, and we're scattered across Giethoorn.
I have colleagues at Amsterdam University. I can have them there in 2 hours.
We might not have 2 hours. Something is happening as we speak. The tunnel is shaking. The entities are preparing for conflict.
I'll make calls immediately. To authorities as well. Stay in contact. And Riley?
Yes?
Jamie's research mentions protective measures, symbols that repel these entities. Look in her files for something called the boundary mark.
I will. Thank you for believing me.
I've accessed historical satellite imagery of the area, looking for patterns, and I found something significant.
What am I looking at?
The territories. The right side of the river shows unusual vegetation density, consistent with the Needles Forest territory. The left side shows accident hotspots and traffic anomalies. The road god's domain.
And they meet.
At Giethoorn. Precisely at Giethoorn. The town is exactly at the boundary.
And the tunnel?
Cuts right through both territories, creating an artificial corridor, from one domain to the other.
That's why the entities are fighting. The tunnel violates their boundaries.
Exactly. And we're right in the middle of their war, being used by Ezra to bring them together.
For a confrontation.
Riley, I'm feeling tremors down here. The whole tunnel system is shaking, and the needles are getting agitated, moving faster, more erratically.
It's starting. Ezra's ritual. He's summoning the road god.
Is there any way to stop it?
We need to break the pentagon, change our positions, disrupt the pattern.
I'm trying to reach Jamie. Her cocoon looks different from the others, less integrated, more recent.
Can you free her?
Maybe, but the needles are everywhere, and they're using the other victims as, I don't know how to describe it, shields, weapons?
They're preparing for battle, using their host to fight.
I think you're right. Noah just came through with Mia. He's leading her deeper, but his movements aren't human anymore. He's moving like them, and the punctures on his body, they're glowing. I've managed to decrypt Jamie's final research files, and what I'm reading changes everything we thought we knew.
What did you find?
The needles aren't what we thought. They're not a biological species at all. They're a colony, a symbiotic collection of interdimensional parasites.
Interdimensional?
Jamie's notes describe them as existing partially in our reality, and partially in another dimension. That's why they can appear and disappear, why they move so strangely.
And the god of roadkill?
A competing predatory strategy. The needles harvest slowly, methodically, small amounts from multiple hosts, preserving them. The road god consumes violently, immediately, leaving ritual arrangements of corpses.
The roadkill?
Exactly. Neither is evil in a human sense. They're just ancient beings, following biological imperatives, and we're caught between their territories.
So the town's pact?
Was with one predator to protect against another, the lesser of two evils, from their perspective.
This is incredible and horrifying.
There's more. Those puncture marks, they're not just feeding sites.
What?
They're reproductive. Jamie's notes describe it as seeding. The needle implants offspring that gradually transform the host.
Transform? Into what?
Into new needles. That's why they preserve their victims. They're not just food, they're incubators.
So Noah, Lily,
are becoming needles themselves. The process takes weeks, but it's already begun. Hold on, I hear something. The tremors are getting worse, and the needles are making some kind of formation.
They're preparing for the confrontation.
I need to try to reach Jamie. This might be my only chance, while they're distracted.
Riley, there's one last thing you need to know about my father.
What about him?
He's not fully human anymore. Hasn't been for 50 years.
What is he then?
A hybrid. He was once a primary host for the needle herd, but he escaped.
How?
By offering himself to the road god, creating a bridge between the entities. He carries aspects of both creatures in his biology.
So he's like Noah and Lily, being transformed?
No, his transformation completed decades ago. What you've been communicating with is something between human and entity. This is what he looked like the last time I saw him.
That explains his knowledge.
And his agenda. He doesn't want to stop the entities. He wants to merge them, with himself as the vessel.
Creating what?
Something new. Something that can expand beyond territorial limitations. Something that can spread worldwide.
This is insane.
It's already happening. The ritual pentagon, the positioned hosts, the confrontation. He's forcing evolution.
Riley, we've just passed Amsterdam. 2 university colleagues with me. ETA, 30 minutes to Giethoorn.
Dr. Reynolds, the situation has escalated. There's more going on than we realized.
What's happening?
The entities are preparing for conflict, and they're using human hosts for reproduction, not just feeding.
Reproduction?
The puncture marks are implantation sites for offspring. The hosts gradually transform.
This changes everything. I've brought sampling equipment and some protective gear based on Jamie's symbol research.
Be careful approaching. The town has set up roadblocks, and they're hostile to outsiders.
We'll take the secondary road through the farmland. What the hell is that?
What's happening?
Something on the road ahead. Cars stopped. Something moving between them. Oh my goodness, it's huge.
Dr. Reynolds, are you okay?
It's consuming them. The vehicles, the people.
The god of roadkill. It's manifesting.
It's coming toward us. We're turning around. Johnson is driving. The thing is following, faster than should be possible. Oh, Jesus. It's on the roof.
Dr. Reynolds, are you still there? Hello?
Riley, I need to tell you something. Noah isn't Noah anymore.
What happened?
We reached the central chamber, and he changed. His neck, it's elongating, and he's not the only one. There are others, former hosts in various stages.
Mia, you need to get out. Now.
I can't. I'm not sure I want to anymore. There's something happening to me too. I feel it spreading from my arm. It doesn't hurt. It feels transformative.
Mia, that's the offspring. They're turning you into one of them.
I think I understand now why Jamie was so fascinated, why she stayed. It's beautiful from the inside.
That's not you talking. It's the chemicals they're pumping into you.
Maybe, but I need to document this. The confrontation is coming. They're preparing. The tall ones are protecting the young ones, and the hosts are being positioned as offerings, as witnesses.
Is Aiden there? Can you see him?
Yes. He's trying to reach one of the cocoons. The needles aren't stopping him. They're focused on something else, something coming from outside.
Mia, the god of roadkill, is manifesting. It's on the highway already.
I can feel them sensing it. Their excitement, their fear. The herd is charging toward the tunnel exits. All of them, moving as one.
Ezra's ritual is working. He's forcing the confrontation.
They're leaving the forest, all of them, moving toward the tunnel. I can feel them. Their purpose.
Lily, where are you?
Still at the ancient tree, with what remains of Jamie. She's changing too. We all are.
That's not Jamie. Aiden found the real Jamie, in the tunnel.
It doesn't matter. Names, bodies, they're irrelevant now. We're becoming something else, something unified.
Lily, I need you to focus. The entities are about to clash at the tunnel.
Yes, I can feel it. The anticipation, the inevitability. This has happened before, will happen again. The cycle of conflict and evolution.
Evolution?
When they clash, they change. The needle colony splits, forms new herds. The road god fragments, spawns offspring along new routes. With human hosts as incubators.
This is all part of their life cycle.
Yes, we're witnessing a cosmic reproduction event, and we're part of it, essential to it. I can see them moving through the trees, toward the tunnel. This Jamie vessel is changing too, becoming a conduit.
It's time, Riley. The convergence approaches.
You're using us. All of us. I know what you really are.
And what am I?
A hybrid. Part human, part needle, part road god.
Very good. Your understanding has grown.
Your son told me about your transformation, about your true agenda.
Willem always was perceptive, but he lacks vision.
Vision? You're creating monsters.
I'm facilitating evolution. These entities have been locked in territorial stasis for millennia, unable to expand, unable to evolve.
And you're what? Helping them?
Becoming them. Perfect synthesis, the methodical harvesting of the needle, the voracious consumption of the road god, united in one consciousness.
With you in control.
With me as the vessel, the bridge, the evolutionary leap.
You're insane.
I am beyond such human limitations. As you will soon witness, the pentagon is fully active. The entities are converging, and you, Riley, are the final witness, the unchanged observer, the one who will document, and through your documentation, make it real.
I've reached Jamie, cutting through the cocoon. She's alive, barely conscious, but alive.
Can you get her out?
Trying. The needles are ignoring me. They're all moving toward the tunnel exits, like an army. I've never seen anything move like this. Coordinated but alien.
Dr. Reynolds encountered something on the highway. The god of roadkill. It's manifested, and it's coming.
Jamie's eyes are open. She's trying to speak.
What's she saying?
Something about a cycle, about witnessing, about the ritual pentagon. She says, don't document, don't make it real.
That's it. The documentation, our phones, cameras, journals, they feed on being observed, on being recorded.
Jamie's more lucid now. She says the entities need human perception to fully manifest in our reality. Without witnesses, without documentation, they remain partially in their dimension.
That's why Ezra positioned us, as witnesses, as documentarians.
The tunnel is shaking violently now. The needles are massing at both exits. I can hear something outside, a sound like reality tearing.
They're coming through. The needles are pouring out of the tunnel.
What about Noah?
He's almost fully transformed, but something's happening. He's fighting it. I can see the needle appendages under his skin, but his eyes, They're his again, for a moment at least.
What's he doing?
He's going for the central support, the main tunnel structure. Oh my goodness. He's tearing it down.
The tunnel?
The whole central section. It's collapsing, trapping dozens of them inside. He's screaming, half-human sounds. The needles are screeching. It's chaos.
Mia, get out of there.
I'm trying. Noah is holding them back, fighting his own transformation to give me time.
Where's Aiden?
He got Jamie. They're moving through a maintenance shaft. I'm heading that way now.
I've got her. Jamie's alive.
Is she okay?
Defini okay. I mean, she's conscious, but partially transformed. The process was interrupted.
Can she communicate?
Yes, she's been conscious the whole time, experiencing everything. She's been in the herd consciousness. She knows their thoughts, their purpose.
What about the road god?
It's here, manifesting everywhere, on all approaching roads, multiple versions of itself.
They're fighting?
All over Giethoorn, the herd against the road entities. It's apocalyptic, but Jamie says there's a way to end this.
How?
I've decoded the final element of the ritual. Ezra's ritual doesn't just summon the road god. It creates a containment barrier that would trap both entities permanently within Giethoorn.
That doesn't sound any better.
But it would stop their spread, prevent worldwide infestation, contain them.
At what cost?
A voluntary sacrifice. One of the 5 points must willingly complete the ritual.
We can't do that. That's exactly what Ezra wants.
Not quite. Ezra wants to become the vessel, to control both entities, but the ritual can be redirected, to trap, not empower, according to Jamie at least.
And the sacrifice?
Has to be willing, has to be chosen, has to be pure.
Pure?
Untouched by either entity, not hosting offspring, not serving either side.
That's you or me.
It's me. I've decided.
Aiden, no.
It has to be done. Noah is gone. Lily is gone. Mia is infected. Jamie is transformed. It has to be one of us.
Then it should be me.
No, you have to document. You have to witness. You have to tell the world, so this never happens again.
There has to be another way.
There isn't. Jamie confirmed it. I'm heading to you now, with the rifle.
It has begun. The convergence, the evolution. Soon I will become vessel to both.
Don't count on it. We know how your ritual really works.
Impossible.
Jamie told us about the containment, about the sacrifice.
Then you know it's inevitable. Someone must complete the circle.
Yes, but not for your purpose.
You cannot redirect the ritual. It belongs to me. I created it.
Actually, you didn't. Jamie found the original pattern. In the ancient symbols, you corrupted it to serve yourself.
You understand nothing. I am the culmination, the perfect synthesis.
You're a parasite, just like the entities you serve. And we have other uses for your rifle.
I'm at the eastern edge of the pentagon. I can see the ritual markers Ezra placed. The entities are fully engaged, fighting throughout the town. The road god is manifesting in multiple forms. The needles are using transformed hosts as weapons.
Aiden, please reconsider. There has to be another solution.
Jamie says there isn't, and she would know. She's been in their consciousness. She's seen their past, their future. If we don't contain them here, they'll spread worldwide, using transportation networks, using human hosts.
But sacrificing yourself
is the only way. I'm at peace with it, truly.
I'll never forgive myself.
Don't think of it that way. Think of all the people who will live because of this choice. I've reached the final marker. This ends here.
Wait, maybe we can contain them without a sacrifice.
Jamie says no. The barrier needs a life force to power it, to make it permanent. I'm ready.
Aiden, I don't know what to say.
Say you'll tell our story. Say you'll make sure this never happens again. Say you'll remember me.
I promise.
I see Ezra. He's approaching from the west, transformed, barely human now. This is it. Goodbye, Riley. It was an honor knowing you.
Goodbye, Aiden. You're the bravest person I've ever known. It's done. Aiden completed the ritual.
What's happening? The air is changing.
The barrier. It's forming.
The entities are screaming, both sides. The barrier is collapsing inward, driving them underground.
Is it working?
I think so. The ground is shaking, opening up. The entities are being pulled down. Deep below, all of them. The needles, the road god fragments, even the transformed hosts.
Except what?
Noah. He's still here, partially transformed, but fighting it. And Jamie. She's changed but stable. The reproductive cycle was interrupted.
And Lily?
I'm here. I felt it. The severance. The containment. The herd consciousness is muted now. Distant, but still present.
Are you okay?
I don't know yet. Part of me is still connected, but I'm mostly myself again.
The barrier is solidifying. The lights are fading. But I can feel it. Something permanent, something powerful, containing them.
Confining them to the depths beneath Giethoorn.
And Ezra?
Gone. Pulled down with them. When the ground opened, the townspeople are emerging, looking shocked, but relieved. The documentary is finished. It will premiere next month at Amsterdam International.
Will it be safe to release it? Won't it just draw attention?
The barrier is holding. Our monitoring systems show no change. The entities remain contained.
And the footage provides proof that there are forces beyond scientific understanding. The world needs to know.
How's Noah doing?
Better every day. The hospital is amazed. His transformations are reversing. The needle appendages are receding. He's becoming human again.
And Jamie?
She's still connected, but in control. She can never leave Giethoorn. Her biology is linked to the containment, but she's invaluable. As a researcher, as a translator.
Between us and them?
Exactly. The entities still communicate, still exist, but contained, controlled.
I visit Aiden's marker every day, at the eastern point of the Pentagon.
The town has changed. People speak openly now about what happened, about the generations of forced complicity, about the future.
Our organization will help with expertise, technology, to make sure what happened here never happens anywhere else.
Aiden would be proud of what we've accomplished, of what we're building.
I think about him every day, about his choice, his sacrifice.
He saved us all. He saved the world.
And Jamie is helping us understand what still exists below. The ancient entities, trapped forever, but still aware, still waiting.
They'll wait forever, as long as we remember, as long as we keep watch. As long as we honor the sacrifice, that keeps them contained.
To Aiden.
To Aiden.
To Aiden.